Hello, welcome to the next edition of Sweet 50 List, technically deck techs. Today we're going to be talking about Mono Green Ramp. Now, this deck has been putting up results lately, and I'm quite happy that it is because I love Ramp. I don't really care for Nykthos base Ramp because it's kind of not my thing. But the traditional Ramp decks have been getting decent results as of late. So I'm kind of excited about that. If you like this deck, let me know down in the comment section. Hit that like button to let me know. Subscribe. We're on our way to 1,000 subs. Let's get there together. And let's get into the deck list. So the deck list. I think the person moved the Stone Brains to the sideboard, which makes more sense. For 4 up the Beanstalk, which is a decent main board card. We don't really have any 1-drops in the deck, so we do take off turn 1, playing a tap land most likely with Sunken Citadel. That would be ideal if we could. We do have, I guess, 1 single Oath of Nissa. Other than that, we have a lot of 2-drops with Caryatid, Glimpsicore of the Beanstalk. They help facilitate the early game. We have 4 Rejuvenators to help ramp us, and Archdruid Charm to get us to the next stage of the game. Hopefully that is a Cavalier of Thorns. And then from there we proceed to either a Titan of Industry or Ugin, Ulamog, Cityscape Leveler, and Emrakul. Now keep in mind the key functionalities of this deck. We do play 2 Sanctum of Ugin. This card is essential for the control matchup. So if they counter your Leveler, Emrakul, Ulamog, Titan, not necessarily Titan, I guess, but those, you can search for another threat. Now, I am curious why this deck is playing Nykthos. It doesn't really seem like a great Nykthos deck, but it's still, I guess, reasonable. We do have a decent amount of colorless lands with Nykthos, Sanctum, Shrine, and Arch. So it might be a little bit tricky. Keep that in mind when you pilot this deck, that you might have a hard time casting Archdruid Charm on turn 3. Besides that, we have our Sunken Citadel / Castle Garenberg combo to get us to 6 mana quickly to our Titan of Industry. And that is our main board. That's our main concept and plan of the deck. Sideboard, we do have 4 Stone Brains for the control combo style matchups. 4 Warping Whales to counter the pesky Treasure Cruise, because otherwise that really sets us back. Also gets rid of small creatures, but it doesn't seem like that's a key thing that we're worried about here. And most of these cards, the 4 ofs, will come in probably for Up the Beanstalk as the cut, just because Up the Beanstalk isn't necessarily always great in any given matchup. You also, of course, could trim down on some ramp, but I would try to make that a bare minimum. We have 2 Gruff Triplets, a decent 6-drop that goes wide, good against aggro. We have 2 Rule Breakers, and Ulamog and Emrakul. These are probably coming in for the Titan of Industry against control. They all have cast triggers, and they all get to be tutored off as Sanctum of Ugin, which is really important against control, where they typically will counter your big fatty, but tutoring up another fatty is relevant. We have Courser Crewfix, pretty good against aggro, stonewalls them, big butt, and gain life when you play lands. Of course, Emrakul also probably comes in against combo-related decks. Cut the Ulamog, it's not as good. Then we have our Ulamog we could bring in when Emrakul is bad. So against aggro, you kind of don't really want Emrakul, right? You kind of want to have a Ulamog to get rid of 2 threats, kind of be a double removal spell. That is our mono green ramp deck for Pioneer. Pretty sweet. Let me know down in the comment section what you guys thought about this list. He has been putting up a decent amount of 5-0s as of late, the same dude. So if you are ever watching my videos, let me know down in the comment section. I would love to talk to you about these decks, because they're also my favorite kind of decks too. But until next time, hope you guys have a great rest of your day. Make sure you sub before you head out that door, and I'll talk to you soon.